from Los Angeles. This is Montserrat Radio. Radio.
In the spirit of the war against fake news, Montserrat Radio presents The Fake News Show, conspiracy news and a different point of view of current events. And now your hosts, Benny Wilson and Thomas Christian.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Fake News Show. This is your host, Benny. Today we have a very interesting show. I got a lot of information to give you. And I even waited a little bit more time to start my show because I was waiting for a confirmation. And the confirmation one more time did not come. Okay? So that's fine. That's totally fine. We know for a fact that these things happen. And I wish my radio would be like 24/7. But right now, it's not that I cannot afford it. It's just that it will take a lot of my time right now to just have a online radio at 24 hours, unless I change my platform. But I think somebody told me that I can do that, so I will look for it, and it's gonna be 24/7. But then again, my show will not go 24/7. It will still go at the same time, 5 p.m. Pacific time. But the thing is this. Let me just tell you something. I've been telling you guys and everybody who was following me that we need to go to a store. We need to go to basically a lot of tribulation before we see our blessing in the revaluation of the dinar. And not many people are coming to me telling me that everything I've been saying is coming through. That's fine. But the reason is because that's the way they plan it. It's not because Benny it is a psychic or anything like that I've been accused of. That's the way it's been planning, and everything they've been telling me is coming through. And so for me to come out with the latest breaking news and breaking intel is almost impossible because of the fact that it will take me too much time out of my own time to go professional just for this. And I'll probably go panic myself in chaos. So that's the reason, because a lot of people are telling me, I like your music, Benny, why don't you play it 24/7? I don't mind listening. That's fine, I wish I could do it too, but it depends. Let me just look at it first, and then I'll let you know if my station go 24/7. I actually have people in the Hollywood environment, the Hollywood area, those people who actually listen to online radio, telling me that I have an excellent platform for that kind of music, which is electronic and alternative music, that I always like, that I always have liked. And I'm really stuck in the middle of investments, online investments in my own private life, that I don't have any more. I don't have any more time to actually do all these things they're asking me to do. So just bear with me, and I will give you my information later on. I will post it. I'll keep you posted. Keep you informed. Okay. Right. Okay. So today is Wednesday, 24, 2017. It is 5:27 Pacific time. And everything I've been telling you, I think I told you about a month ago, that the elite have decided to bring the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar by July 2017. Now almost every single guru is saying that he might have to wait until July of 2017. Bingo. You see, this is why I am one step ahead of everybody. This is why they hate me. Now they even saying, and I watch on the news, on the internet, in this platform, those websites where you go and see your intel from other gurus, that I am part of the elite that is delaying all this RB. If they cannot accuse me to be a complete false, if they cannot accuse me to be a psychic, or a lucky bastard. I even heard that. I even saw that. It's a lucky bastard. Now they're saying that I'm part of the elite that is delaying everything. Okay? So I just laughed my ass off because, these morons they just can't find out. They gotta be liberals. Because only a liberal can bring so much hate against anybody just because you support Donald Trump. Only a liberal. Alright? Now imagine being part of a family that is not a liberal and everybody is liberal. Just imagine how to be in an environment like that. Luckily, my own family, except two, are extreme litars, extreme retarded liberals. That every time they look at me like I'm demented, I'm crazy, etc., etc. That's the mentality I criticize over my Facebook page. And because I try to open the consciousness of these idiots, always bringing hate to those who don't believe the crap they believe. And even if I wouldn't be a Republican, they will always look for a reason to hate me just because I support my president. They even look at me and they even attack me just because I don't follow their racial and racist agenda against white people. But because I'm Latino, they want me to just follow their bullshit. And I don't follow it. And guess what? I'm in their chat list. The same people who criticize and scream in the sky saying, racist white people, racist this, racist that, are the same people who are attacking white people just because they do the things they do. Just because they think different. The same people who are accusing the white people to be racist, they're accusing me for protecting and defending their thoughts. That mentality is called liberalism. It is a poison. It is shit that is killing common sense. And since Nama Radio is not advocated to or tend to FCC, I can use all the profanity I can. But since I'm not pissed right now, I'm not going to use it anymore. So forgive me. But I'm pissed because I see a lot of attacks again against me. And when they see other gurus saying, you know what, maybe Benny was right. Maybe we're going to have to see in July. Really? I was right. Okay. So, let's go to the news. Let's go to the news. And the news are... Well, let me just take a look at the news. There you go. Alright. We got something, we got several news, okay? And they're actually calling for the Iraqi government is calling for a second phase of their war in Mosul. Notice that Mosul, it is so tiny that it's not even bigger than Atlanta. Okay? So everybody's now asking why they have called it to a storm. Why in the past they called it for 72 hours, then went down to 36. Then they say in the several hours and nothing happened. And how long and how many times I have to tell you that it is pure lies? Did I make my case? Did I tell you guys not to listen, not to read the news? Do you see now why I don't follow the news? Because they're lies. They're purposely extending the revaluation and the liberation of Mosul all the way to July. I mentioned it, didn't I? I told you easily they can drag it. Why? Because Ramadan is coming. Today is May 24. When Ramadan starts? In 2 days. In 2 days, Ramadan starts. But here comes chaos and panic. Pay attention. Because the information I'm going to give you, it might shock you. Okay? Pay attention. The information that I will provide you may shock you. Here is your information. First of all, let me just make sure that everybody's on the same page. Many of you have sent me the same video from YouTube. And this video talk about, again, the collapse that is coming, the financial event. Hello? Have I said this many times? If we got to see the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar or even the financial reset, we need a financial event. Have I said that? I've been saying it for the last 3 years. And now these people who are experts in Wall Street, experts in currency trade, experts in the economy are confirming that there will be a financial event as little and as short as this weekend. This weekend. This guy says that if it doesn't happen, it wouldn't be the first time that he's wrong. But what about if it does? If it is not, if it actually happens, what will bring to our economy? What will happen to our dollar? What will happen to the international markets? What will happen or even trigger all around the world? Hold that thought. Come right now, I'm going to put all the pieces together. Okay? Pay attention. I've been asking you to get involved with Bitcoin. I've been asking you or telling you, recommending you to get involved with cryptocurrencies. And there's a reason why. And many of the most closest friends that I got that have been following me since stage 3, they know me. They know that the minute I say something is because I hiding something. And I have never said you wrong. They know me already. There's a couple guys that I know that every time I say something, they listen. And so far, they're not telling me, coming back, hey man, you're wrong. Nope. So now, I'm going to tell you what's going on. Just imagine yourself that you're in an event that all of a sudden, in one day, and I'm not joking about this, in one day, you see the Bitcoin rising up to 3,000. You see Litecoin going up to 200. You see Ethereum going up to 1,000. You see the rest of the currencies, the cryptocurrency, for some way, somehow, revaluating. And you see millions of people getting millionaires, becoming millionaires, even thousandaires, or even rich people becoming very rich over one day. Just imagine that. How would that impact the economy, not only from the United States, but it can also impact the economy of the whole world? Let me tell you what that event is called. It is called Jubilee. That's what it's called. It's called Jubilee. When the treasures in gold, listen to me, in gold and silver revalue like that. That is coming. Would it happen this weekend? I don't know. And if it happens, Benny, would you be surprised? Not at all. I will post this video on my Facebook page. If anybody who are listening to me, you're not in my Facebook page, just send me an email at bennyintelrb@gmail.com. I will send you that video. The reason they're not even broadcasting the audio is because their material, it is proprietary. Okay, it's protected by law. So, in respect to their material, I'm only going to mention what they are saying. In respect to material, I'm not going to even broadcast it. I could easily get a yes, go ahead. But I'm not going to do it. Okay? So, I will post the video. I want you to understand this. I want you to pay attention to that video, please. And you will see that everything they tell you, I said it months ago. I talk about the Jubilee. And this man is a Christian. He's also a Christian. Just recently became a Christian. Okay? And he explained to you why it's called Jubilee, coming from the Bible. Okay? And he's telling you why exactly it's going to come, why it's happening. Now they're also going to mention about the real value. Remember that word? Real value? Okay. They're mentioning the word real value. They're also going to mention the word cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin. Alright? Now let me tell you about Bitcoin itself. Alright? The founder of PayPal, one of the most famous individual and expert in economics. This guy is a genius. Okay? This guy is one of the genius in money. He just recently predicted that Bitcoin will reach $1 million in the next decade. What if I tell you that he's wrong? Only one thing. Yes, it will reach $1 million, but it will not take a decade. That's all I gotta tell you. It will not take a decade. What about if that actually happened this weekend? Will you consider that chaos and panic, even though it is a good news for everybody? Will you consider that a blessing from heaven? Will you consider that something that the humanity never seen before? And in the same day, Mosul is be declared liberated, and we see the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar this weekend. Will you consider that the hand of God? I'll let you that question. You answer it yourself. And I told you many times, and I'm going to confirm to you many times right now. I'm going to confirm to you what I'm going to tell you right now. This is going to be so fast. This is going to be so fast that you're not going to even see what hit you. You're not. It's going to be so fast and so big, people will be confused and go crazy. I told you that it's not going to be pretty. Just imagine that you have Bitcoins, okay? I know people who has, I don't know, but 8 Bitcoins. One of my closest friends, I think he has 4 Bitcoins already. Okay? And just imagine that by this Friday, it got crazy and this happened. Just imagine. And he knows that he already become a millionaire. Do you really think this guy will ever care about the revaluation? Do you really think this guy will ask to say, now what? Well, what should I do? How am I going to take all the money out? Just imagine that. Imagine. You have a good imagination, right? And then all the nights, in the next few hours, hey, we got the RB. Now what? What am I going to do? What should I do? Should I withdraw this money for Bitcoin? Should I worry and do exchange of this worthless money and currency I have on hand? You tell me if you're not going to call that chaos. Just imagine. Okay. Am I saying this event is not going to happen this weekend? It's going to happen this weekend. Am I saying this event is going to happen this weekend? No, I'm not saying that. But it calls my attention what this guy is saying. It just called my attention. That everything I've been saying he repeated it. Because it's going to be so huge, it's so big. I know for a fact. Not only because of the people contacting me. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be insane what we're going to see. My show is called Bed Robot. 2 days without Bed Robot. For those who don't know what's Bed Robot, it is a software. It is a company that is called 6% Daily. That's what the name of the company is. Since they went out on the internet to generate Bitcoins out of your money, it has already gone viral all over the net. It has already changed lives all over the world. It has become the number one Bitcoin company in the planet. Right now they have 10 million people waiting for their service to come back. They went down 2 days ago. Why? Because they were again a victim of a cyber attack. I spotted it. I reported it. And they decided to bring the whole system down. Did I know my report would actually affect them? Well, their IT department, the IT experts, they know that one case is one case enough. Exactly as I said. So they brought it down. They continuously delivering public announcements saying, don't chaos, don't panic, we are coming back. And why? Because a lot of people has hundreds of thousands of dollars hold in that server, including myself. And they are worried about losing their money. Now I have faith that will happen, that they will come back, because they already called me. And they say, Benny, don't worry about it. We're coming back. We're working on it. So I have faith they will come back. So now I am introducing to all of my people in Facebook another opportunity that not only pays good, but it comes from a registered company in England. It took me a little while for me to actually test it and then say, okay, I think I can introduce it. And now everybody's going to that website. Now they will be happy when they see all the profits coming in, because they are offering 10% daily. That's huge. And of course, if you have the more Bitcoins you have, the more money you will get, the more return investment you will get. That is depending on the price of the Bitcoin. And guess what? The Bitcoin is getting close at 3,000. And I said it that by the end of 2017, Bitcoin will be worth $3,000 or even more. Why? I did not predict it. I just follow what the experts are saying. And the experts were 100% right so far. Now we see Ethereum going crazy. Ethereum is right now $196.83. It has 291.54% increase in 1 day. Now just imagine if Bitcoin goes crazy and reach 3,000 by the end of this week. Will that be possible? 100% right. Look, just Ethereum. Just take a look at Ethereum. Go to Coinbase. Look how much percent they went up. Everything is possible. because it is a currency that is not regulated by any bank or any government. Now let's go to Litecoin. Litecoin has been really, how could I say, lazy. But even Litecoin suffered a change. Now it's 34.41. That is a 100%, 128.48% up. So right now, a lot of people going crazy. They are. I haven't even checked about Ripple, but somebody told me the Ripple went down. Okay, that's fine. I have information that can potentially make you even richer. And I'm not joking about it. From the elite of 5 cryptocurrencies that they well, how can I say it? I'm gonna say it this way. If anybody have been following me since 3 years ago, I've been telling everybody the same thing. I've been telling that the elite has an ego at the size of a monster. And when you see and you hear Donald Trump talk about this and beautiful and huge and all this, and what I do it will be tremendous, that is an ego that only the elite brings. And I said it many times that Donald Trump is not a puppet. It is an elite himself. For those who are following me, you're saying, yes, you said it, Benny. So, these people tell me, the way they talk to me, they say, Benny, those 5 currencies will be and will make a lot of people rich because we know we are going to make it possible. That's the way they talk to me. But I'm not going to tell you the same thing to you. I will say that possibly it will go really high. Okay? So I don't want you guys to come back to me and say, hey, Benny, you actually you told us, you confirmed us they will go up and didn't go up. No, I said they said it. I'm telling you they possibly will go up. Because the way they talk is totally different than the way, people talk regularly. You need to understand the elite has a big ego. They think they're goddess. They think they're kings. That they can control everything. And they do, in a matter of fact. Not everything, but most of the things they do, they control it. Okay? So, please understand that fact. So, let's go back to the news. If I got more news to say. Hold on. On the news, we have this news from Iraq that says, remember when I told you about that erasing the value of their currency is not an easy thing? Well, look at this news. I'm going to post it on Facebook. It says, Infallible and Talabani affirm the need to resolve the differences between Baghdad and Erbil. Erbil, it is, another region of Iraq. And right now, their relationship is not good. We know that the Kurds, they want to go independent. We know that for a fact, isn't it? And Erbil is another place. So now they're affirming that they need to resolve their differences. And why? Because if they have differences, guess what? They don't have no RB. They can't have RB. It is impossible. That's one of the conditions, isn't it? So can they extend all the way to July? Simple. Yes. See what I'm talking about? So I want you to just consider all these pieces and just put them together and consider the possibility that something might happen this weekend. Just a possibility. If it doesn't happen, doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. I've been telling you, we need to have an event. We need to have a financial event. A country can just go out of nothing and say, we value 1-to-1. Why? Why now? Remember the prophecy for King Clement? That's what he says. And the people will say, why now? Bingo! Hello! Do you see how everything, if you put all the pieces together, you understand what's going on? You're listening to my show. You're writing me all these emails. Am I right? I mean, I'm just trying to make some sense. Are you going to hear this from your guru? That the only thing they have is the dragon family, the elders, and all these places where you go and play casino? Seriously, are you going to listen to that? Rather than prove that what I've been telling you, it is 100% on target. Lady, I had a moron calling me today from Facebook. He literally shut up when I told him all this. He literally shut up. He hung up. Because he could not provide any proof of that information. There will be no public exchange. The dragon family is doing this. The elders have decided not to do this because of this and that. Really? And now then he came back saying, and the sin will revolve you. I believe that when everything changes here and we go and exchange our money, and you will see how simple it is, because we gotta go through, like I said, to a store, we gotta go to tribulation, but actually when everything ends, we will see tranquility around the world. We will see how simple it is, a public exchange. You will like say, my God, this is nothing everything they told me was completely false. Benny was telling us all the time, just wait for confirmation. And he was telling us it's going to be simple. It's a simple process. Yes. But no, these people want to make it so complex that even they say, oh, and when everything happens and everybody's so happy, I will not even be surprised that the aliens will come down. Yes, he told me that. And the next time I have a moron like this, I'm going to prove it to you by recording their ass. Yes, I'm telling you. It is absurd what I have to go through. And why do they look for me? Because they want my approval. That's it. You can just go on with your life, listen to your bullshit, but no, you have to come to Benny because you want my approval. Anyway, so we have that news that actually proves that it's not going to happen, the reevaluation as we think it's going to happen. And if we see something happen this weekend, it's going to be actually a financial event that may trigger a lot of things. It may trigger the revaluation of Iraq. It may trigger the revaluation of some more currencies, because the gold and the silver would also revaluate. If we're going to have an event like this, that the dollar is going to devalue and some other currency will devalue because they're not using and running their currency, but they are using cryptocurrencies around the world, and more people are collecting their investments instead of using the banks. They're putting their currencies, their money on cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. What do you think is going to happen to the financial event? It's going to happen. What do you think is going to have the impact in the economy? Not only in the country, but in the banks. Banks are crying right now. All these people are running away. They're putting their money on cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. Don't you see? Do you see the reason why I keep telling you, get on cryptocurrencies, get on Bitcoin? That's going to be the main source. Even in the prophecies say, do not rely on the RB. There are other methods that you can make yourself money. Do you see how when we put all these pieces together, we understand what's going on? It's going to happen. You're not going to see right now. That's what I've been saying. You need to pay attention to the news of the banks. Pay attention to the news in the banks. Pay attention. I've been saying it all the time, didn't I? Were you waiting for the bank saying, we're going broke? All our investors are leaving. We don't know why. And I say, I know why. Tell me one bank that is going to pay you 10% daily on your 100% deposit. One. And I shut up. Tell me one bank that will pay you 6% daily on any deposit you made to a bank. Please send me an email at bennyintelrb@gmail.com, and I promise you, I shut up. There's none. Cryptocurrency are gonna kill the financial corrupted system that we know. It's gonna kill and assassinate the bank industry as we know it. And I am an ex-banker. I know what I'm talking about. So they're going to have to do one thing. They're going to have to make a choice. They're either going to have to keep going with the bullshit operations and irresponsible and criminal activities, or they're going to have to compete against cryptocurrencies. And how will they do that? By offering the same interest that cryptocurrencies are offering you. Hello, pay attention to the banks. Pay attention, because that's coming. Watch. That is coming. That is the destruction of the financial system as we know. Is the reset. You see that what I'm talking about? The reset? That you start all over again. You delete everything and you restart all over again. I even tell you about it. What is a reset? When you turn off, your computer go frozen. It is froze. What do you do? What's the first thing you do? You turn it off. You restart again. That's exactly what it's about. We need a financial event. You see what I'm talking about now? I hope you understand, because right now we're going through something that is so huge and so big that I cannot even mention it. I can't mention it.